Both Google Gemini and NotebookLM just dropped a bunch of brand new upgrades. You can now automate things from so many more different places inside of Gemini, and you can now access NotebookLM from actually inside of Gemini also. And those aren't the only changes. There's so many more, and by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what all these changes are and how you could use them. Now, the first upgrade that I wanted to show you is that you can now go through and you can actually access NotebookLM from inside of Gemini. So now if we come over to Gemini right here, you're going to be able to see that we have notebooks right here. If we click on this, we're actually going to be able to access all of our different notebooks. For example, we could access this one right here. We could see all the sources that are in here. We could actually go through and add in more files if we wanted to. We could add things from drives. We could add in websites. We could add in copy text. In addition to that, if we come over to tools, we can actually use this to now do everything that we could do from inside of Gemini. We could use it to create images. We could use it to create a canvas, a website. We could use this for research. We could create a video with it, create music, create guided learning, create deep think, or we could also go through and do whatever else we want here. We could import code. We could add photos, we could add to Drive, we could upload files, we could come over here and basically interact with this the same way that we would interact with NotebookLM. In addition to that, if we come over here, we could see that we could actually pin these different notebooks, we could rename them right here, and if we come into notebook settings, we can actually allow this to use notebook memory, and we can actually customize how Gemini is going to reply inside of this notebook. Essentially, everything that we could do in NotebookLM, you can now do from inside of here to some degree. There are some things that you won't be able to do. For example, if we come back into NotebookLM right here, we can see that we're actually going to need access to this just because I'm on a different account. So that's what the window would look like if we didn't have access. But we can now see here that we have data tables. You weren't able to do this inside of Gemini. You could generate reports. You could have essentially done that from inside of Gemini. Quizzes, flashcards, you could have done that from inside of Gemini, but it wouldn't be interactive. If we come over to infographic, we could see this right here. If we come over to slide deck, we could actually create slide decks from here. We could create mind maps. We could create these audio overviews, which are going to be podcasts, which is going to be different, or we could do the video overview. But the main thing that I wanted to show you right here is we can now actually go through and access NotebookLM from inside of Gemini, which is pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to show you is if we come over to new chat right here, we're now going to see do tasks for me. What this is actually going to do is this is automatically going to turn on agent mode right here. And there are basically a few different ways that we could use agent mode. We could use fast, which is going to get it to do things quickly, or I would recommend using pro, which is going to be the max version of agent mode. And essentially what you could get this to do is actually do tasks for you. For example, they have some things right here like book a car rental, book activities and experiences, live research job listings, book a local service. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, find me electrician jobs in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And what this is actually going to do is this is going to spin up this agent where this is actually going to be able to get things done. And this is what it looks like when it actually does this. We could see that it builds up this box right here. You'll be able to see all the different process task information. For example, it's going to define the scope. It's then going to research all the jobs. It's then going to compile all those different job recommendations. And we could see that this is now going through and this is doing this in real time. Now, not only are we able to do this from inside of Gemini right here, if you have Google Chrome updated, you're actually going to be able to come over here to Ask Gemini, and you will be able to actually do the same thing from inside of here, which is pretty cool. In addition to that, we can see right here that we can actually go live with Gemini right here, so we can also see whatever is on our screen. So basically, there's two ways to be able to automate things inside of Gemini now. And again, this is directly inside of Gemini. We're going to get into another automation feature that Google just released in just a second, but this is what it actually looks like inside of Gemini. And we could see that this is pretty much done right here. This went through and gave me a bunch of different jobs. It gives me who it's for, gives me the location, gives me the details, gives me the pay. And now we could go through and we could actually get this to apply to these jobs for us. If we uploaded in our resume right here and said, hey, could you please reply to these jobs for us? Here's our information. It could actually run off and do that. Now, before I get into the rest of those new features, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this almost every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you is how there are now new built-in automations all over Gemini that you probably haven't noticed yet. So let's say that we're inside of our drive and we have this file right here. We can now double click on this and we're going to see set up automation, where if we see this, this will actually give us a bunch of different automations that we could actually set up now with this right here. We could see that it actually can set up a notification for getting notified when a file is added. We could auto create tasks when files are added. And this is pretty cool because this actually allows you to go through and see all the different things that you could do when something is added to a drive. And if we actually click on one of these, for example, this right here, this will automatically set this up and turn this on. Literally in one click, we just got an automation built with this. You could do this with so many different things. In addition to that, on your Google Drive now, or even from inside of your Gmail, you're going to see this in the top right-hand corner. You're going to see Studio. If you now click on Studio and we actually come over here and click on Do More in Studio, this is going to bring us into Workspace Studio, where we're going to be able to automate our work with Gemini. And there are multiple different ways that we can actually interact with this. The first way is if we come over to Discover right here, we can actually see what different things exist. For example, there are things for emails, there are things for meetings, there are things for tasks and action items, there are things for different customer connections. For example, we could speed up replies. So basically, we could draft email replies to questions using a doc in Gemini. They have everyday essentials and they have more. So let's say that we actually wanted to do this. If we click into this, we could see that whenever we get an email, this is then going to decide what it should actually do. And what it's going to do is it is going to extract all the different questions from the email. We could actually go through and train this on how to reply to things. And then it will actually go through Gemini. And this will then go through. We'll be able to reference a document right here. So we'll be able to put an FAQ or whatever the case is. Then this can actually draft replies from inside of Gemini. And guess what? If that isn't what you want to do, if you come over to New Flow right here, we could actually choose how we do this. We could schedule automations to happen on a schedule, when we get an email, when we get a chat, when a sheet changes, pretty much when any of these different things happen right here. This can then go through and automate tons of different things. We could see that it could get it to ask Gemini to decide, to summarize, extract, recap unread emails. In addition to that, we could add if-then statements, we could add in filters, and we could come over here and have it draft replies, we could have it draft emails, we could have it notify us, we could have it actually go through and mark your emails in red, you could get notifications in chat, you could have it manipulate things inside of Sheets, inside of Drive, inside of Docs, inside of Tasks. And if we come back over to Discover right here, that was too difficult for you, you could literally just describe to Gemini exactly what you want to do. For example, catch me up on yesterday, and this will actually go through and this will create the automation in order to be able to do that. So now you have all these different automations that you could set up directly from inside of Google, and you could access them from so many different places. And look at how quickly this went through and built this out. Now we could actually come over here and just specify exactly when we want this done, when we want it to end, and it will go off and it will automate this for us. Now, the next thing I want to show you is that Google Stitch just got an upgrade that is pretty amazing. So now if we come over to Google Stitch right here, we're going to be able to come over here and you're going to see some new things. For example, ID8 allows you to bring a problem to solve and see a solution. You could redesign. So if you wanted to actually redesign an app, you literally just click on this. You would then click here. You'd be able to upload different photos if you wanted to, if you had photos of the app, or you could literally just upload the website URL, which is an absolute no-brainer. It will help you redesign the app. But what I want to do right here is actually want to come over here. I want to use 3Flash and I want to say I want to build a CRM for real estate agents. It should be modern and pretty complex. So what this is then going to do is this is actually going to come over here and this is going to actually build this out. In fact, we could get this to build out so many different things here. If we come over here, we could add in for it to build different variations. If we come over here, we can do the same exact thing. We could choose how many variations it's going to create, but basically we could see that this has now gone through. This has created a plan. We could see an agent log right here of what this is actually doing. We could say looks good, proceed, or we could change anything. And then this is actually going to go through and this is going to design this right here. In addition to that, let's say that we wanted to go live with this. We could actually go live here and then go and show it something like, hey, I hate this right here on this website. And it will actually go through it will understand that, be able to see your screen, and then you could get it to redesign it. So basically, you have a designer that you can chat with or that you could basically FaceTime with and share your screen, which is absolutely insane. In addition to that, on the right-hand side right here, we're going to see all the different edit tools. So if we come over here, we could select, we can mark areas, we could do a direct edit, we could pan things, we could upload a file to Canvas, we could actually create a design system from inside of here, which is pretty cool, where we could choose fonts, we could choose primary, secondary, tertiary, neutral. We could actually go through and change all of this, customize it however we want. In addition to that, the craziest part that I haven't told you about is this is free and you could actually get this to build the things out once they're done. Okay, so now we can see that this is actually built this out right here, and we could see exactly what this looks like. We could come over here and we could zoom in on this, and this is pretty cool because we could come over here and we could actually generate things from it. For example, we could generate an instant prototype if we wanted to. In addition to that, we could also generate other things, like we could ask it to regenerate, make variations, make a mobile app version, make a predictive heat map. If we wanted to modify it, we could come through and modify it in all these different ways. And if we actually wanted to be able to preview this, there's several ways to do it. We could open this up inside of a new tab and we could actually preview this right here, which is pretty awesome. Or we could also come over here and we could show a QR code to be able to actually show this off. Or we could see what it looks like on a mobile, tablet, or desktop. And if we click on more right here, we could also see we could copy it to Figma. We could export this as a Figma, Jules, zip file, code to clip, MCP, project brief, instant prototype. We could click on AO Studio, and guess what? If we come over here, click on instant prototype, this will literally go through and code this for us as a prototype, which is absolutely insane because now we could actually come over here and we could interact with all this, which is crazy. And guess what? If we wanted to imagine a new screen, we could just click on this right here. And this right here is absolutely crazy that we can now go through and be able to actually interact with all of this as if it was live. We could edit things from inside of here. We could imagine new screens. And you can now literally not only design like a professional, but build any app or any website you want for free inside of Google. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about other changes that NotebookLM and Gemini just dropped, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through all those different changes. I'll see you over there.